Okay, holy crap, I just had to do that. Wow. I'm back. Isn't that crazy? Welcome back to the show, everyone. Farmer Man's been taking a break. Yeah, work has been brutal, man. I'm back here in Ontario, back in my hangar. Yeah. I got some cool stuff to show you. Actually, the camera's on that side. So, I gotta get this laptop up on a stand so that way you can see what's behind me. Right? So, yeah. Anywho, it's been quite busy. Hit the compound. Michael Wrightsa and Victor RC Jet. First two viewers in. Awesome. I'm going to jump into... I was going to get the slideshow ready, but my laptop was freezing up right at the wrong time. So, yeah, I kind of feel bad for that. Can you guys give me like a couple thumbs up? I need to make sure that my microphone is working. The sound is okay or really good. Hey, Skip Build RC, welcome back to the show. Yep. So, yeah, it's been a while. I'm just going to start jumping into tonight's show. You got your pilot in training here. Me, Captain Rosie. Well, not a captain yet, but a pilot in training. So, yeah. Figured that I'd share the news with you guys that I've started flying. Full size. So, yeah, I just got some Air Classics here. And started to fly full scale, flying Cessna 150s and 172s right now. Just started doing that this past weekend. Hey, JCB, George Watts, welcome back, guys. So yeah, I should just wear these for the entire video, but it'd be kind of hard for me to hear. So yeah. I got my flight training manual here. I got a few other stuff, but a couple of my things are at the airport right now, where I'm getting the training done, and I got a couple more books, not here with me, but just figured I'd grab this and bring it down and show you. So yeah, I'm gonna go right ahead and upload these photos that I've got. I was unable to take photos when I was in the 172. So I'm just going to go to my mail for a second here. Try and keep my eyes on the front on the screen. So I'm going to save these photos. Just mark them down, and then I'll have those uploaded. So I'll go back to my OBS studio, go back to my slideshow properties. Actually, I'm just going to make a new one because it's just a lot easier. And then I'll add some photos here. While everybody comes in the chat, it's really nice. And then I'm going to add one more. I don't really have any good photos of Stratford Municipal Airport airplanes, because every photo they have, the tail ident is shown in the picture, which I don't really want to be in the slideshow for the whole world to see, because it's kind of like your license plate on a car, right? Kind of private. Nobody should have that information. And I'm going to upload some more here. And then, let's see, what else do I got? I got that one. Did I have that third one when I was in the plane? I don't have all the photos here. Holy smokes, they're huge. gotta bring them back. Sorry, the chat's off right now. For my eyes, I can't see it. So just letting everybody get into the chat. Okay, so that picture didn't turn out the way I wanted. So what we got here in this photo is that was me flying over my town in Nifburg, Ontario. This photo was the last flight I was in a WestJet Boeing Max 737 Max 8. And here's some more. I don't know how do I pause this. Let me just pause that. Can I pause that? Okay, good. Okay, so you got a few airplanes in this photo. One is kind of blocked out. You have their Cessna 150, which I think is on the right there. And then they got a 172 in the left. And then... oh, come back. Okay, so that's their 172. And I don't know, is that the other one beside it? I can't tell. But this one here, the RYY tail ident there, that wasn't the one I was in last weekend. I was in a different one, but they don't have a picture of it. Let me see here. No, they don't. So, anyway, I was in that airplane. I was in one like that, but the same airplane. It's a 172, and I'm doing my flight training in there from now on, and have already done a few lessons. I'm working back at home, yes, in Ontario for a bit. Yep, that's good. Volume's good. That's awesome. So yeah, I'd say flying full size is really fun. It's easy. It is quite expensive, yes, but I love it every day. And I mean, I wish I could do it every day, but you can't, because there's so many pilots, student pilots that are getting trained right now, because the airlines need pilots are crazy, even here in Canada. That's because everything is starting to open back up. WestJet, I don't know if Air Canada has flights going to the States yet, but I think a couple airlines here in Canada have started destinations to the States. So yeah, I'm just drinking a Pepsi tonight. So yeah, I got my headset, which plug into the airplane. If you fly full size, you know that, because the plugs, they don't fit in anywhere else. These are normal plugs that go into the airplane. And there's no button on my remote. It just stays on, so I can communicate with the instructor or anyone else in the airplane, and I can listen to air traffic. If I were to say something to the air traffic, there's a button on the control stick of the airplane. And yeah, so gotta have these up for when you're in the little propeller plane. It's kind of crazy, but they are loud and whatnot. But yeah, my next flight lesson is scheduled for tomorrow evening at 7:30 p.m. So 12 hours from now, or no, 24 hours from now. And the weather isn't looking too bright. I could have called this morning and asked if they had a spot today for me to go up, but I didn't really have the money to go up today. My boss has yet to pay me, and the lessons are expensive. And I just got my aviation medical exam booked for August the 10th, which means that once I have that done, I can start my solo flight training. I believe I'm with the instructor for a while, but once you complete your aviation medical, you can start doing your solo flight. So I don't know how many lessons there is for dual instructor. I gotta look. I think it's 45 hours. And after tomorrow, I'm supposed to go up. I don't know if I'll go up again this coming week. Maybe the week after Civic Weekend. Or the week, like the day after Civic Weekend. I might go up. But yeah, they're so busy, it's crazy. And there's one guy I know who's like one step ahead of me, and then when I go to the airport next, I get my lesson and he gets his lesson. And sometimes it's like, oh, how many lessons are you at right now? So yeah, I really wish I should have started doing this earlier. Okay, Skip, you gotta run. I see. I think I just lost the chat. I think the chat froze, so I have to go back. We got 6 viewers in. Did the chat freeze? What's going on? Can you guys still hear me? Nobody's responded yet to me talking about my flight school. Huh. Oh yeah, let me play this again. Let me keep playing the slides. So yeah. It's a really good experience being up in the air. Hey Victor. It's your son's birthday. Happy birthday. What time is it in California right now? I think you're hours behind me, aren't you? What is it, like 5 o'clock right now? I'm back on y'all's time, basically. I think everyone in here except for Victor are on the same time zone. As the time zone I'm in right now spans pretty wide and goes all the way down to Florida, I think. So yeah. Oh, I should share with you guys. I got something else here. Sorry, that's just a chair. That wasn't me. Noisy chair on the floor. So what I'll be start doing now is I'll be collecting some of the die-cast models of the planes I've flown on. And right here we have a beautiful WestJet 737 MAX 8. I was actually one of the first few to get this model after they've been grounded and nobody's been selling them or buying them. So yeah, I finally got one. I think there was like 2 or 3 left. And I finally got a die-cast model. It's 100% authentic die-cast model. But the nose, I think they kind of messed up on the nose. The nose isn't that round. It kind of punches in a little bit on the front. So I think they messed that up. But yeah, it's a MAX 8 because you can see the things at the end of the engine cover back there. And you got the authentic 737 Boeing engine. And it says 737-8. So I'm bringing it up to the camera. Right there. And then on the stand it says 737 MAX 8. And of course you got the wingtips. So not everything here on my channel is RC. I like to talk about other stuff in life, so yeah. I got quite a few more airplanes to collect after this one, and the next one I'm going to try and get is the WestJet or Air Canada turboprop Bombardier or de Havilland airplane. I don't think that they service the Bombardier turboprops anymore. They're all what are they now? They're all de Havilland CRJ dash Q400s, I believe is what they're called. Turboprops. I've been in quite a few of those. They're all like the same model. I've been in WestJet and Air Canada's turboprops. And I'm going to try and get, so there's no really sign of me getting a 737 dash 700 or dash 800 of the older generation of WestJet, because these things are expensive, and the Max 8s look exactly the same, like the Dash 700 CTs or the 800 CTs, Continentals. But I'm going to get a Boeing 787-9 Dreamliner, because that was the last one I flown on. One of the most recent ones I was on was a Dash 9. I've been on a Dash 8 Dreamliners before, and they're really nice airplanes. Both WestJet. I think one was an Air Canada, and that was I don't remember what model it was. I think I've been on the Dreamliner 2 or 3 times, I think. I don't know. And then I've been on a Flare 737 airplane. I haven't been on the new Flare Max 8s, but I've seen one at the airport. And I've been on Swoop's 737-700 airplane. So I might get it. I might get one, but they're expensive. I'll just get the ones that I've flown on, and the airlines. So if I fly on a Flare 737 Max 8, then I'll get the Flare Max 8 scheme, because that scheme is the newest one. And I'm hoping to catch a flight on the Flare 737 Max 8 next time I go out. We'll see. I don't think I'll be on a Swoop flight because they don't fly to Fort Mac anymore. But anyway, you guys are all here because the main thing about this channel is we do RC here, and everyone's been wondering, where's Farman? Why is Farman not in the live streams anymore? I'm just kind of busy and gotten kind of lazy, what you could say. But flight school kind of takes time out of my day, and so kind of stuck to doing this. And yeah, but I'm back tomorrow. I'm flying at my club, if my club lets me in, I hope. But I have to bring money there. I gotta bring $220 cash to join. I haven't joined yet, and I've only visited a couple times. So I'm still kind of hesitant about flying tomorrow morning. The sky looks pretty good, but we've been getting a lot of the wildfire smoke from Northern Ontario and Manitoba has seeped down its way to Southern Ontario. So the haze, it just rained, the haze went away, now it's coming back again. And we've been having fog almost every morning. So I'm going to go out into the field tomorrow morning with my membership money, get back into my club, and start flying again. I don't know if I'll get around to it tonight, but the Cessna 150 direly needs a servo replacement and a new wing install. I have all the parts, just have been too lazy to get around to fixing it. And I don't know what vehicle I'll have tomorrow. I don't have my Nissan Rogue anymore. I sold that back in the winter. So if I have an SUV to use tomorrow, like my parents or somebody else's, then I will bring the 150. I'll just bring my L39 jet, which you can't see, it's over there. That is one of my top-notch models that I have. The thing was flying like a rocket last time I flew it, no issue. It's coming back out to the field with me. I do have the Avios MiG-17. I just never got around to fixing it, so I ordered a new one. You see right there, she's brand spanking new. You can't tell if the old one was there or not. It's a new one. Don't have a receiver for it yet, or an 8S power system for it yet, so kind of just sitting here. I got a jet event to go to next week as well. That's right, guys. Chatham RC Jets is having a second event, but it is in front of the first event. So this event is not as big as the event in September. This was done in accordance with the rules for COVID-19 protocol here in Ontario. And a good friend, Peter, who is the organizer of the event, managed to get the airport to let us fly for about 4 days. We have Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday to fly. I don't think Monday is confirmed on a Labor Day. But yeah, I'm going to head down there Wednesday night with all my stuff. And I might be bringing home a second turbine jet, or I might do a trade and bring back a better one. I was supposed to go to Toronto this weekend and pick up a really nice deal on this Tomahawk. Was it a Tomahawk Avanti? No. I don't know what brand of Avanti it was, but it's freaking huge, like massive, like 10 feet long, massive wingspan, 200 Newton size turbine from Jet Central Mammoth. Not too many guys know if Jet Central has made those kind of turbines, but yes, they still exist. They still got them. So it has a kind of an old turbine in it, but the guy is offering me like 7 G's for it. The jet itself is worth at least $12,000, if not more. It is a class giant scale, like massive scale jet. I think it's like a quarter size of the full size. Like, it's huge. Like, this thing, I don't know if the fuselage comes apart in 2 sections, but the wings come off, the aileron and the rudder comes off. It's that big and huge. And he said, like, will it fit in my mom's Toyota Highlander? And he said, yes, it will, but the nose will be up at the dash. And I'm like, so it doesn't come apart in half. And he's like, yeah, it kind of does, but no. Hey, Wreckham Royce. But I told him, I'm like, I said to Arthur, like, look, it's a really nice jet, man, but this guy has been selling jets off the frickin' poker table like crazy. Like, he's just giving them all away for a hell of a deal. Like someone giving their poker chips to someone for free. But, like, what I'm saying is like, I don't have the money. I'm not working out west right now. If I was working out west, then yes, I would have the money. But I have yet to have someone buy the orange Deviator jet I have. And by the sounds of it, it's not going to happen until Chatham. And I told him, like, look, I'm not asking people to hold jets for me anymore. It just gets too tiring. I'm never home for when to pick them up, or you hang on to them too long, and I forget about that. I told the guy, like, if you can bring it to Chatham, bring it to Chatham. But if you can't, sell it, because I can't just drive to Toronto with $7,000 or transfer him $7,000. The last time I transferred someone money was like $1,000 on e-transfer. The guy never paid me back. He basically took my money off and ran. But that's not the case. Like, I trust this guy, but I don't trust e-transfers anymore. I deal cold hard cash in person. Yeah, so it's kind of a bummer. I had another deal on another one of his jets. He had a Skymaster Hawk with a 170 King Tech, I think, was in it. And I don't know if it had full navigational lights, but it was pretty scale. And I don't think it was a BA Hawk, it was just a Hawk. I don't know if there's 2 types of Hawks, but yeah. And then he gave me a deal on this Havoc, which was as big as the Avanti, which had a 220 Newton engine in it, for $9,000. And I'm like, dude, you nuts? Like, that's less receiver, but like, aren't these things $15,000 to $20,000? Because I know someone else who flies those big ass jets, and he's not lying to me on the price, and I know that for sure. He's like, no, man, you can have it for $9,000. I'm like, dude, you gotta give me time to get the money ready. Like, I can't just snap on it. Like, if you like, he's a really nice dude, and I'm like, if you want to give me a deal on a jet, then yeah, do that. I'm just gonna make this bigger. Okay, it doesn't affect the camera. Damn it. Maybe if I put this on here. Nope. I kind of want to show off my my 737 WestJet Max 8 diecast model. Anyway, like I was saying, like I told this guy, like I told my good buddy Arthur, like those are good prices, but you're offering me to me way too quick. And when I'm ready to offer you the money, the jet's sold. So, there's always another jet for another time. There's always something else. It's not the end of the world. I mean, I'm not ready to fly a jet that big. Like, I'm talking 10 feet long by, I don't know, 13 feet wide or something. Freaking huge. Like, massive. Like wider than what this table, than my laptop is sitting on. And the laptop is sitting on a workshop table, which is pretty big. Like, those are big wings, right? Like, here, let me show you. This is a segment off of my deviator, and you can just see how big that is. If I was holding a wing segment for the Avanti or the Havoc, it would be covering my face, and you probably wouldn't see anything in the background. That's how big it would be, right? And remember, this attaches onto a different segment, and from the end to the middle to where the flap is, like to the end of the flap, is probably about over here or something. So the Havoc would be like way bigger. And I'm not ready to fly that. I haven't even flown this guy yet this year. So tomorrow's the day. Tomorrow is the day I'm going to go out to the field with the turbine. And I forgot to pick up more jet fuel. Shit. Oh yeah. I got a bad story to tell you guys. So I bought a container of kerosene to mix in the jerry can for my deviator jet for the turbine. And I forgot about how many liters it was to oil. I filled up half the jerry can with enough oil to fill it full. So I'm too rich now. I had the engine running. The engine still runs. But I'm afraid of using that fuel tomorrow because I do not have a proper mix in it right now. Right now it's got too much oil for how many liters of kerosene are in it. So, yeah. Oh, hey, Don. Everybody on my channel gets a blue check mark because everybody is welcome. The only way you get removed from this show is if there is beef with me or someone else. That doesn't happen here because I'm not that big yet, so yeah. Yeah, I definitely am going to take your advice, Jack and Roy's. I like to fly full size, but if I'm going to buy another jet, I'm going to have to sell the deviator, which isn't going to hurt me at all, really. Like, the deviator is $4,000 ready to fly, right? And if I can get $4,000 for that Chatham, if not more, I don't know, we'll see. But I'll try and get $4K for it, and then I'll use that money plus a paycheck to pay for the next jet. But right now, I'd rather sell the deviator and buy something for the jet event in September. So I'm going to go to Chatham this week and this coming week, which is next week, and buy a deviator until I have the buyer who takes a jet. And I have a buddy who can let me fly his turbine jet until I get my hands on another model. I have one lined up that is worth less than the deviator, which is nice. This guy's offered me his Skymaster F-16. It's a small little Skymaster. Is it? I don't think it's a Skymaster. No. They don't make one that small. I don't know. I forget the brand, but it's a F-16. It has a 75 or 85 Newton engine, it is a lot smaller than the Deviator. It is not grass capable. So it'd be kind of be like no use for me buying it because where I fly is at a grass field all the time, right? Except for the jet rallies I go to. So, yeah. I don't think I'll buy that F-16, but if I have to, I will. That way I'm not going broke. I actually bank some money and I still have a turbine jet to fly with a receiver. He's actually going to give me the Spectrum receiver for it. And that way he can just send me his file from his Spectrum remote over to mine, and I'll be able to download it and just hit the bind button and be ready. So yeah, but I think the guy who's offering me to buy my Deviator doesn't want the engine or the receiver, so that's kind of going to hurt me because I'm like, well, I need the money. I need the money for flight school, and I need the money to buy the second jet. So, yeah. Hey, Quinn. Yeah, it is a big jet. So, I know Wreck-'em Royce, but you only get to fly one at a time. So why not go all out and buy a killer of a jet than to have a whole bunch of foamies or something? I'm not really much into foamies anymore. But I do have news for you guys. The E-Flight Viper, I don't think it started shipping yet. I put an order in for first shipment for my order. It should be here next week. And that is what will be my 90mm. I'll be taken to the jet rally. I know it's kind of silly. Why am I buying an electric jet when I'm ready to upgrade to another turbine? Well, here's the thing. With electric jet, it may fly as fast or not as fast, but still, it's big, it's fun. I just need something that's easier to fly than the 90mm MiG-17. I didn't really like how the MiG-17 flew. I'd rather just have it as a showpiece in my hangar. Look how beautiful she is over there. Not many people have those. I don't think people are even flying them anymore because they're so hard to fly. Most guys have either done ADAS or turbine conversions, so you don't really see many of those happening. But yeah, it's just in there to show. It's a big jet. So, other words, I don't know if you guys remember this, but I got this for Christmas. And sadly, I was out west all the way until February. So I never really got to show you guys this piece. One of my cousins made this for me. Sometimes they pop into the channel. Yeah, I know, George. Here we use milliliters. So for the jerry can I use, it's 500 milliliters. For the jerry can. What is it? No. I got a text message from one of my buddies showing what it is, but it's 500 milliliters or 0.5 liter per 15 liters, I think. I don't know. But I know what I'm doing. I just didn't buy the second container. I just forgot about it because I thought that the container I bought was big enough to fill a jerry can, and it clearly wasn't. So right now there's not enough kerosene in the jerry can, but I don't know if that would make sense because if I fill it up all the way and put 500 milliliters of oil, and if I use that jerry can, then it's still the same amount of oil, right? So I think I should be fine. I don't know. So please help me out. I like to be able to fly to Aurora. I think I'm too rich on the oil, but I had the jet running. It sounds amazing. Yeah. So I got this made up. They kind of made like another logo or something on this side too, but it's pretty nice. I'm thinking of putting like a clock beside it and maybe like an LED strip light around to it, and then I'll hang it somewhere behind me so you can see it on the show, right? Yeah. .946 liter of oil to 18. Yes, that is right. Yeah. But I use what my buddy has given me. I just haven't put enough kerosene in the tank. So I'll do that tomorrow. And I might add 50 milliliters of oil just in case if I'm low, because I've already burned half a tank in the jet, and it ran. I don't know. It ran fine. Like, doesn't matter if it's running rich or not. If it's running, it's running, right? So, if not, I might just use the fuel as test fuel and go get a fresh container. But yeah. Yeah, it is. And I think the jerry cans are like 4.5 gallons or something. I don't know. I know a jerry can is about 20 liters. 20 liters, I believe. So, yeah. Anyway, kind of running out of stuff to talk about. I don't really have any reviews to do at this moment. I already shared the smart helicopter I have. I don't even have any videos of it yet. I kind of crashed it the one night. I was practicing some 3D, and I accidentally cut off the throttle, and then I tried to auto-rotate it, and when I was doing that, I brought the throttle down, like the throttle control stick, and it kind of started dropping faster, and then I kind of panicked. I'm like, uh-oh. But yeah, other than that, I'll be bringing the Striker tomorrow because I know the guys will be at the field. It's going to be nice. I'm going to definitely try and bring the 150. I got to do repairs on the twin 64mm A10. Sadly, I did an inspection on it, and I found that the control piece that attaches to the strut of the gear that connects to a smaller piece, like a little block on a rail, and that connects to the servo wire that goes to the servo. Well, that little piece that the block sits on is bent and warped, and I tried to bend it back, but I can't match where it was before it got bent. And when I try fixing it, it doesn't want to work. It bends back out. So I might have to order an entirely new nose gear system for the A10, which is kind of sad. It's a fun jet for sure. It is really fast, but it's small. The flight time is alright on it, but it just doesn't really like the grass fields, so I just have it up there for a picture, really. But yeah, I've been at home since June 30th. Haven't done any RC flying since, other than my helicopter. I have done some simulator training on the PC, so I still got the crack at it. Last time I flew my L-39 was, I don't know if it was before I came back or was it in May or June, I forget. But I know I can fly a turbine tomorrow. I'm not drinking tonight. I'm sticking with pop. Okay, George. See you later. So yeah. Can't believe it's almost been an hour. I kind of started late, but laptop issues. It's good having everyone here. I'm hoping the rest of the community comes back. Yeah. As for giveaways, I don't have anything planned until, oh, you know what? The only giveaways I'm going to do, guys, is the gift cards. That is all. Until probably Christmas. I'm not asking for donations anymore. Just because not enough people, I'm not saying, I don't want to be rude, but I'm not at that point yet where quite a few people can donate money to the channel and support a giveaway. But I can support a giveaway myself with my own funds. So the next giveaway is next Friday night. Going to be live from Chatham, Kent, Ontario, from the Jet Rally. Please do not forget to miss that. I have 2 links on my homepage. They're marked as a Facebook icon and an Instagram icon. Make sure you check those both. Next Thursday, anytime between, I'd say, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time till about 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Just check on those links. See if I've gone live or not. I'll leave a description down in the live stream. I cannot live stream from YouTube yet, but I can from TikTok, Instagram, and even Facebook. And I'm going to try and use all 3. I'll get my TikTok account posted on here, but I don't really use TikTok for aviation things. I kind of use that as my snowmobiling social media account. So I'm just going to stick with Instagram and Facebook for now. See how the quality goes next Thursday. I'll do 2 streams throughout the day. I'll do a stream in the morning of the lineup of all the airplanes, because that is really important to do at the event, at the Jet Rally. Everyone likes to see everybody's airplanes, because you never know when someone's nice model, or whoever's model, is going to be the first to crash. So I don't want any of you guys to miss it. Go over to my Instagram account or Facebook. I'm going to probably go live from Facebook, or both. But I can only do one at one time. Whichever works best. Just stay on top of that, because you don't want to miss it. Huge lineup next Thursday of the airplanes at the event, the RC planes. This event is being held at the Municipal Airport of Chatham, so there will be live air traffic coming in and out throughout the day. So whenever we're notified of an inbound or outbound airplane or helicopter, whatever it is, I'll go straight to Facebook or Instagram and start doing a stream, because that's when we have to stop flying RC. And I'm not going to try and fly everything on the first day. If I don't get up in the air with my turbine tomorrow, if I'm confident or not enough, that is on me. I got to run at least 3, if not 4 or 5 flights at the L39 to train and practice. I'll do 1 easy flight, get used to the air, the wind speed and the direction tomorrow morning. I'll get familiar with the L39 first, and once I've done 4 to 5 flights, if not more, and I'm feeling lucky, then I'll get the deviator in the air tomorrow, and I'll live stream that too from Instagram or Facebook if I do not forget. But as for next week's RC Jet Rally, please do not miss it. As horrible COVID has been for everyone in the whole world, only a few have been lucky enough to attend the events. George Watts, you're really lucky. I don't think Greg and Royce or anyone else in this chat has been available to go to a RC event. But you guys in the States are way ahead of us. But now there's a feud going on at the border being reopened. Anyway, so next week, a huge RC Jet Rally. I don't think it'll be as huge as the September event will be, but from hearing it, I don't think if everyone's going to be there, but still, there's going to be a lot of cool models. My buddy is bringing his CT-114 scale Tudor Snowbird scheme, and it has a smoke system in it. And my buddy will bring his Boomerang Sprint, that is Snowbird scheme, and there's going to be so many cool jets. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, my buddy Arthur just bought a Skymaster Su-30. Like the big one. Like the big one with the twin 170 engines, I believe. 170 Newton engines. Twin or something. Or are they 120s? I forget. But massive. You remember seeing the Skymaster Su-30 on my show last year at the RC Jet event? You guys don't want to miss that. Like, that guy crashed his jet. This is another guy. So, and he's already gone and built it and fixed it. So we'll have 2 or 3. Was there 2 last year or just 1? I think there was 1 last year this year we might have 2 or 3 Skymasters 230s. Not so many people see them at events. I'm a lucky guy, so that's some good news for you guys there. And what more is there for me to say? Wish me luck on my flight school training. I'm looking forward to doing some more lessons and getting my aviation medical done, so that way I can start doing my solo flights. And everybody, please pray for me. I'm kind of having some I'm not going to call it homesickness, but work sickness. I really miss working out west. And just please, I like to get back to work out there. So wish me luck as the days go by. See how tomorrow goes. I'll post a video up of me flying at the event. And at my field tomorrow. So yeah. And I think I'm going to be stopping in at my buddy's field on Wednesday before I go to the event to fly with him and get our jets pre-tuned and tested. So yeah. The grass is nice. We haven't had any rain lately, so yeah, it's been good. I think I'm going to end the stream here in about 5 minutes. The chat has been kind of quiet for now. Thanks everyone for coming in tonight. This is your pilot speaking. Prepare to land. So, we're about to finish tonight's flight, and wish you all a good night. Yeah, good night everybody. I'm so excited. So, I have some pictures and stuff on my Facebook account of me flying up in the air. So yeah. And I'm kind of running out of breath to talk. I gotta get ready for tomorrow. I gotta charge up some flight batteries. Might head to the bar. I don't know. So it's starting to get dark out. Huh. So yeah. Thanks for coming in tonight's live stream. I'll be back for now. It probably won't be every Friday night, but I'll see you guys next Friday. And I don't know if I'll be going live or not tomorrow at my field. They have to accept me first back to the club. So I think I pissed off a couple of the guys because I visited her twice without being a member, and I'm like, well, I'm not sure if I'll be in Ontario for a while, so just bear with me and let me sort things out. But now I am, so peace. See you guys later. I'm all out of breath, and I'm all out of stuff to talk about. And I gotta keep reading the flight training manual book I have, which is right here. Yeah. Once I have this book done, I believe I get a book for the Cessna 172. You gotta complete a certain amount of lessons, so that way they can trust you and give you the information you need to learn to continue your lessons and stuff, right? So all I have is that, my logbook, and 1 or 2 more things. And I have a book, but it's at the airport because I gotta keep it. Anyway, I gotta do it slow because the camera's slow. Bound for Alberta. Who knows when? Oop, making a U-turn. Back in Ontario. Coming into land. Gear down. I think that's too much nose high. Right about in there. And our touchdown. It's a very beautiful model too. I had to glue one of the wings in with CA because it didn't fit right. It was too loose. But I miss flying on the Max 8s. I gotta tell you guys about that. Oh, flying on a 737 Max 8. I don't think anyone that I know has flown on one since. But one of my, I don't know if she's my aunt or She is related to me in some way. But she flew on a 737 MAX 8 right before they grounded them a couple years ago. And I'm like, really? Like, I thought these things only flew for like a little bit. Like, I thought they had them out for like 2 months or something, 2 or 4 months before the accidents, and then they got grounded. I forget. I don't think they're even flying for a year before they got grounded. But anyway, I've flown on one, two, three. So that would be one. No, I missed that flight. Was it? I know I've been on them twice, but I got a bad memory. A few times. I'm just gonna say I've been on them twice. Really nice airplanes. I've sat in row 8 F, which is the window seat on the right side, and then I've sat in row 18 F. I was on the left side, sorry. 18A. Wait, yeah, I did. I did fly it on 3 times. Because I flew on it in May. I flew on it in June twice. Yeah, I did. Because I came home on the Dreamliner. And then I flew it on the MAX 8. And then I came home the next time. I missed that MAX 8. But I went back on the MAX 8. And the third time I flew on the 737 from Fort Mac to Calgary. And then from there was the MAX 8. So yeah, 3 times. 3 times already I've been on a MAX 8. I gotta tell you about them. Not so much cool things about them really. The charging ports for your phone kind of suck because they kind of point down and the charger doesn't fit into it. The charging port's in front of you. Some on the older models, it's kind of like lowered down by the floor, so it's really nice. It's exactly like the Dreamliner seats are. The ceiling of the airplane is outfitted with like you kind of got the body of the fuselage, and then on the ceiling, it's kind of like there's like a little ridge, and then it goes up and then opens up a bit. And there's like a blue LED strip all the way around the airplane at the top, which is really fancy. And the windows are not like the Dreamliners. They're just the standard pull-down slides. I'd say the bathrooms are kind of tighter on the MAX 8s than on the older ones because there's 15 more seats on this airplane. So the bathroom is really, really tiny and tight. Like, you can hardly turn around in the bathroom. That's how bad they are. So, that's one thing to consider when you go on a MAX 8. Please go to the washroom before you get on the airplane. I mean, if you're stuck on flying on one across the pond, then yeah, you kind of have to get used to that tight little washroom. The Dreamliner is really nice too because they got those. The Dreamliner's been out for quite a while. But one thing I like about them is that the windows kind of got a blue tinge to them when you darken them, and there's like a fluid film, so they're not pull down sides to cover the sun. They're just a button, and then they have the screen in front of you. I'm not gonna say anything good about the Havilland or the Bombardier turboprops because it's just a hopper plane, and it's so tight fit. You don't get Wi-Fi in those planes. You get on Wi-Fi on every WestJet flight. Same with Air Canada, except for the turboprops. I don't think the turboprops have them. Maybe a few of them do. But the MAX 8 with the new engine design, it is a lot quieter. The airplane is a bit faster too, and it's really carbon friendly. So if you ever consider flying somewhere, please book a flight on a MAX 8. They're really nice. So less emissions for the environment, which is good. I'm not a freak, but just saying that because I hate global warming. I like my Canadian winters, so they're really noisy. They're really quiet. There's a noise difference, but if you're sitting anywhere from behind the intake of the engine to saying right on top of it, like on the wing. It is kind of loud. It is loud all the way up until you get to the back rows, like past row 20. It gets quiet. Row 18 still kind of sounds like a normal 737 jet, but there's sometimes when he's done his climbing and he's at cruise altitude, it kind of still sounds like it's a normal jet. But they are quieter, especially on takeoff and landing. They are, and that's what I like about them. They're quiet, not like quiet, but the engines are not as noisy. That's because they have those things at the back. Doesn't really make much of a difference for my ears because I got really good ears, but yeah, it's a nice jet, especially having 15 more seats. It's not as tight packed as the other 737s would be when I fly. I flew in a Dreamliner back in June, and I was like the only guy in the entire section of the airplane because I look up and I'm like, nobody's over there. I'm like, oh, there's one person, 2, 3, 4. I'm like, wow. So, yeah, flying is fun. I've been on Flair, been on a lot of airlines. Anyway, I should probably run. Dave's RC is going live soon. Chat's been quiet, unless it's frozen up again. Probably. I don't know why it does that, but it does. Pop out and restore. Yeah. Only 2 viewers. So. It was great to see a lot of people in here tonight. Hoping to see more next time. Thanks for stopping by. And we'll see you next Friday. And I'll have some stuff posted up tomorrow afternoon. So yeah. I'm hoping it doesn't rain tomorrow afternoon because I gotta do my flight lesson. Anyway, later. I'm out of breath. I haven't even finished my drink and it's already gotten kind of warm. So, get on the mic. Bye.